Hello everybody and welcome to TJonesGaming. My name is Tori and today we're going to be taking a look at some fantasy football. We are going to be doing some waiver wire transactions and setting our lineup. Okay, so we're not quite at the end of the week 1 matchups, but I'm taking a look at the standings here. Right now we are still beating Dell's neat team, but he's got 2 games to play today and we've played all of our games already. What I'm really interested in is Baby Jesus, who did not have a great draft, but look at how well he scored, right? And so then I take a look down here, and he's the one that started this league, right? So he made 7 moves, 7 trades on the waiver wire there, or not trades, but 7 moves. So I contacted him and I was like, hey, you did really well with all your moves. Were you specifically making picks based on the week 1 matchups? And he was like, yeah, I wanted to show people, how valuable that can be, because I guess next year he wants to set it up to where you get charged for trades. But this year they're not charging for trades. And look at how well he did. So we were number 2 ranked going in, but he scored way more points than us. And Dell's neat team still is projected to beat us, even though he's not currently meeting his points. So anyway, I took a look at some quarterbacks and a couple of sites. I looked up what the recommendations are for picks for week 2 for quarterbacks, right? So we got some different sites here who have different recommendations. I don't know about Insider at ESPN, how often they're updating, because they had Tony Roma for the week 2 pick, but he's out. He got injured. So I think he's done for the season. But here's these other sites, and these guys, SB Nation went Carson Wentz and Joe Flacco. NESN went Joe Flacco and Carson Wentz, right? But they don't show up on these other 2 lists in the top 10 at all. But what we're looking at is, so this guy's talking about Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz not available. What we have available to us, I looked through from all these and looked at who's available, and Joe Flacco is actually available. I don't know if it's a good choice or not. Just if you're looking for a QB to start in the near term, Flacco is available in the vast majority of leagues and faces a very exploitable Cleveland defense in week 2. So that's what I'm looking at. A very exploitable Cleveland defense in week 2. Well, I'm not sure, but what I think I'm going to do is drop a guy who's way down on my list. Like Kevin White. I can always pick up a different guy, but Kevin White's projected to have 10 points? Yahoo's projected him to have 10 points. Do you know what? I don't know if it's a great choice or not, and I'm not making a decision for sure yet. But what I'm going to do is add Joe Flacco and drop Kevin White. For now. And then we will see. I have a little bit of time still to make the decision whether I want to start him over Cam Newton. Gosh, I can't imagine that I want to start him over Cam Newton, but we will take a look at the projections and make that determination. Okay, well, we were able to, I guess not draft, but we were able to pick up Joe Flacco. But his projections, Cam Newton's projections are way better, so I don't think we're going to stick with Joe Flacco. And I'm running out of time. The games start again tomorrow. So I think for right now, I'm just going to take a look at the projections. I'm going to look at wide receivers. So these are my wide receivers. And I think Michael Floyd is on my bench. Wait. Oh. I can't remember what they call that position there. The one where it could be like a wide receiver a running back or a tight end. I feel like I could probably do something better there. So, Julio Jones is not projected to do as well as I'd like. Gosh, this guy looks good. Will Fuller. So we definitely want to get rid of the Michael Floyd in that position. We want to pick up Will Fuller. Okay, let's do that. And who are we getting rid of again? Michael Floyd. Let's add him back and drop, and we're going to drop Joe Flacco so we can see on the board. I'm not sure. So I can't do that. Doggone it. Anyway, it did look like Will Fuller was projected to score more points. Week 3, what's his projection? Week 2. Okay, well I might have messed that up. Because I swear, when we were in looking at the list, he sure looked better than that. Okay, well, I blew that one. Doggone it, I can't afford that. It's, I'm up against baby Jesus, yo. Alright, let's look up running backs. We're going to keep Julio Jones for sure. Let's see who is available. Yeah, that Michael Floyd was our next best choice. So, who's... It's looking like John Brown. How far? He's not even on the list here. Fantasy Pros. I gotta make a note. Is there a note where I can somewhere give myself a note here? But I want to see, it's like right here, they're showing me their projected points, right? And why can't I see that in that big list? And let's see, John Brown is the next one on the Yahoo list. So he's down there at 7.2 points. Let's see what they say about Will Fuller. 7.3 points. AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins. I want to be able to compare this list and this list easily. Stephon Diggs, 7.6. So they've got him above. I've got him above Will Fuller. John Brown below. Let's look at Devin. He's not even on there at all. Is that Steve Smith? Oh, it is Steve Smith Sr. So they're projecting 7.8. Steve Smith Sr. 7.8 points. And then what was it for Stephon Diggs? 7.6 points they're projecting. On the guy that we picked up, Will Fuller. So then the question is, who is right, ESPN or Pro Football Focus? It's who the projections are powered by. Did they come up with them? So let's add, just to do a little experiment, let's add in Stephon Diggs for Flacco. Let's see what the projections shows up here. So 10.16 for, as opposed to 9.36. Let's add Steve Smith Sr. in. For, let's say, Buffalo defense. Can we do that? Alright. So they're projecting 12.9.29 points. So we gotta go. We're gonna put him in here. Okay, so that's a little better than it was. But let's look at running backs and tight ends and see if we can get the points up over 12.29. Running backs. And show my team. Man, Le'Veon needs to get unsuspended. Is what needs to happen. Okay, so let's see who is available to us. Jeremy Langford. Oh, he's looking good. Let's add him. And we'll drop Will Fuller for him. And we'll see what kind of points we're looking at projected. Because he's being, Jeremy Langford is being projected by ESPN to do 12.2 points. But Yahoo's projection is 11.75. Steve Smith still looking a little better. Okay, what are our other options here? Oh, we're looking at running backs. Tevin Coleman. Yeah. Bilals. Yeah, I think we might not even see any of these other fellas on the list. They're so far down. Yeah, they're not even going to appear on the list. So we just added Jeremy Langford as a running back. Ryan Matthews. They're projecting Ryan Matthews is going to do better. Or that Jeremy Langford is going to do better than Ryan Matthews. Let's see where Ryan Matthews is on the... Oh yeah, they're projecting that too. So let's bench Ryan Matthews. Replace him with Jeremy Langford. Okay, it's all happening. So we've looked at wide receivers, running backs. Let's take a look at tight ends. So we got Delaney Walker We got Eric Ebron. And we've got Delaney Walker up. He's projected to get 12.4. Ebron, 11.27. This WRT position, I can't remember the actual what they call it. So we're running Delaney Walker, who's number 4 there. Projected to make 6.9. So the tight ends are not scoring as many points as the others. Yeah, so we're not going to mess with that. So let's see if it's changed our score overall. So we're getting a little more points, Look at us right now. We have the highest points projected out of the whole deal. So let's look at kickers. Justin Tucker we have is at the top of our list. Shane Graham. Look at kickers. Oh, flex. That's what they call it. Flex, I think. Okay, so Justin Tucker, they got projected to do 8.6. Yahoo's projection 10.4. Shane Graham, he's not even on the list, so I don't think any of these other ones are even going to be there. Josh Brown. Oh, look at that. Josh Brown. Let's pick him up. And who are we going to drop? Just drop Crosby. Okay, well, Crosby is projected by Yahoo to do better. Well, see, now that's a tough call because ESPN thinks Josh Brown's going to do better. Yahoo thinks Justin is going to do better. I think I'm going to stick with Justin, because my boy's name is Tucker. So let's look at defenses. Defenses and special teams. So we've got, the Jets. Let's see who's available. We had Buffalo before we dropped Buffalo. Panthers. And let's look at what Minnesota versus New York Jets. 7.5 according to... Yeah, it's tough when they don't agree. And Buffalo. Okay, here they are, 5.8. I think we'll probably keep that the same as well. Although, let's just add them and see what the point differences are looking like. Did that work? Did not look like it worked. We better double check over here. But everything else is still good, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. It didn't look like it worked. I don't know what happened. I didn't see any error message or anything. Oh, maybe it just hasn't cleared. They were just like clearing instantly, but this one's not clearing instantly. It was kind of nice that they were just going straight through. Let's see, so 126.83. Oi, we went from second place ranking down to 8th place. We're on a 1-game losing streak. I made a whole bunch of moves. Oh, we should change our name while we're at it. Alright. I'm gonna change my name to Baby Jesus' Daddy. Dad. Alright, I don't know if that's the best name or not, but let's take a look at the overview. Yeah, I wanted to say Daddy, but not enough characters. Okay, well, we made some moves. I gotta remember to check back and set my lineup. Before we wrap up this episode, I want to make sure that we taunt our opponent. The game is tonight. I don't think he has time to change his lineup, and I also don't think he can really improve his lineup. So let's add a new topic. Topic, Tori, Baby Jesus' dad says, "Hey, Baby Jesus. Prepare to get spanked," with an exclamation point. See how it's because I'm Baby Jesus' daddy, he's the baby, he's gonna get spanked. Yes. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment of this season's fantasy football action. Until next time, take it easy.